Yo, YouTube, what is up, my friends? Got another game today, 11th Cav versus 6YA on this. This is a map on Death Row. Let's get here. Let's get into the deployments at least. So what I'm thinking about as 11th Cav in this matchup, literally the only thing I'm thinking about is I don't want my ACAV, really any of my tanks, but especially my ACAV, to get clustered by that MiG-21 because there is no dodging that plane. So I need to know where it is. I need to be super prepared, and I need to be really sketchy whenever I bring my ACAV out until I have like an ASF and an IHawk keeping it safe. So let's go. This is pre-learning about the quick fix tech, but you'll see it's pretty clear. This map, whoever wins this wins the game, especially in a tank matchup. And this is a tank matchup. Now you'll see my opponent, he tries to cheese me here. He tries to cheese. He basically blobs the off lane and ignores the main lane. But what I wanted to show this for is when you see cheese like this, it's not the end of the world. You just have to react properly and not feed a bunch of units, and you'll win because your opponent's playing in an unorthodox way, and they're overextending massively to get a points lead, and they're giving you the two strongest areas on the map. Now, obviously, other maps will be different, but typically, like if somebody rushes this zone, especially on this map, you're losing the two main areas. And what's tough about this is as soon as an enemy gets up to the other side of this plateau, you never get back onto this plateau because they can just sit AT4 infantry all over this place, and as soon as you drive a tank up, it dies. Then you have tanks behind it, and as soon as you walk infantry up, it dies. It's impossible. So, you see my opener. I fully expect a tank brawl in the first 2 minutes of the game. We don't get that. Spoiler alerts. So I send one scout up here. I pull the AGL back so that I can cover a fire sport if I need to. I've got another scout in here. Again, I'm not super worried about him pushing up. I don't need LRS to stop anything in here. I've got one Bradley just to hold this if something tries to push some silly stuff through here. I've got one scout helo pushing up on this side and a single Sea Knight to help lock in. So my game plan, I want LRS up here. I want to go super heavy on this side of the map very early on. I want to lock in this forest, I want to lock in this forest, and I want to start pushing up here even before I know that he's cheesing on this side. Let's go back to full speed. So as you see, I've got Engineer's Dragon to help push. I've got a Bradley to cover the middle for this slot. I've got the M1 covering over here and the Sea Knight pushing up to kill anything that's going to contest. I see this, and it's annoying, but I'm sending up one of the OHs over here to deal with them, the urn, or the whatever this is, the MI2. But now I see the helos. I'm like, okay, so he's cheesing me. Buy an F-16, and I send it after the Love Sturm. I don't think I get this kill. Maybe I do. We do. Wonderful. That's a good kill. Still have the Spets Group A to deal with. Sea Knight's going to kill, or at least be super annoying over here. ACAV moves up immediately. I wanted to push this LRS up, but I also don't want to lose it, and I didn't know what was over here yet. I just had seen this. As I see this, I realize what the game is about to turn into. ACAV's pushing up. I want to get vision. Now the LRS is moving up because I can see that there's a blob on my way over here. Keep the Sea Knight alive, which is nice. That's unfortunate that we lost the engineer. I don't really know what I was doing there. But clear out the MiG. Sea Knight's going to heal after it goes on a little vacation. LRS is moving up, and now it's gaining as much space as we can for the ACAV. And I noticed, okay, so he has nothing here. So I drive the ACAV right into this forest because I know there's one ATGM here, and if there's a tank, it's not as good as mine, and I'll kill it. I also see this, and this is a problem because he's about to go on a +4. I don't have a CV. I have this one, which I just rerouted from over here. But I don't really have anything here to deal with. So I sneak a Bradley up into the corner so that I can keep some vision of what's going on. And I start buying, I buy a Sea Knight, which it's not the best. We're kind of a panic buy. But I just slowly buy infantry. He gets a CV in here, not really concerned with it. I'm driving my tanks up. I've got a Bradley over here. Kills his Tunguska. Bonk. It's going to keep going. It will then kill this Tunguska. But again, he's got 3 T-55s in here. That's an issue. Engineer Dragon. This actually dies. This was way too aggressive. I should have put it back here and just slowly moved it up. It was good on him. He throws a tank right in that forest. Another Engineer Dragon to control in here and slowly walk its way up. And now this ACAV is just going to run amok back here. It's just going to kill everything. As you can see, I want it to get straight into this forest because LRS is scouting over here and sees nothing. This ACAV is about to drive up. If I can get it up here, I get this whole area cut off. Bradley kills a Tunguska. Bradley's just getting vision of what's going on. This is well locked down from him. He has this controlled. He's sitting pretty right now. Should have moved this way earlier, but again, I'm just trying to make sure I lose as little as possible up here. That was good on him. He loses vision. I smoke. Sea Knight's up here. I don't have any vision of it. I've got a scout to come see what's going on with the Sea Knight. The M1 ACAV is... it's positioned so that whatever is up here, it's going to kill. Another Sea Knight, keeping it safe. Now I know that the CV is good to walk in. IHawk is up to protect the ACAV. The ACAV, unfortunately, does get clustered. It's a shame. You hate to see it. But we've done so much damage in the middle right now that it's not that big of a deal. The Sea Knight's going to start killing tanks. Because, again, I've killed his Tunguskas. He has no AA. The only thing he can use to kill this is an ASF. And I have an OH-58 and an IHawk and another OH-58 in the middle here. Engineer Dragon dies. T-55 dies. Engineer's Dragon here are about to walk in. Sea Knight's going to cover them. I just send these guys straight in because anything that shows up gets shot by the Sea Knight. Another Engineer and a Martyr squad. This starts firing. We kill the BMP up here. This is just being as maximally annoying as possible. The IHawk moves up. Get it as far up as we can. We eventually get clustered. RIP. This is the first time I've ever seen it. The Sea Knight actually runs out of all of its weapons. I've never seen a helo go completely out of weapons. The ACAV gets up. He's going to cluster me right here. While the IHawk is in transport. No. So I should have... what I should have had is... I should not have been up there. I should have had... we traded out, which is fine, but I should have known that the IHawk is not visible or can't see what's going on. So I shouldn't have had the ACAV up and ready and doing that. That was silly by me. But everything here is going to die in a fire sport. Dragons are killing the BMPs. The engineers are walking in. The Martyr's going to kill everything. The Sea Knight's going to run out of bullets completely. ACAV's being safe. I see him sneak some units in here. I'm not super concerned with it. Autocannon Hell is killing him down here. And we've got a CV just chilling, ready to go with another Bradley. Slowly pushing him out. Engineers and autocannons will kill everything. I've got another Bradley up here just to make sure he can't get in easily. IHawk and F-16s clear up another MiG. He's got another MiG, but like, there's nothing threatening us right now. This is, we're in such a safe place right now. This LRS is moving up. I want to get it up here or up here so that I can lock off this reinforcement road. And again, just everything here is just, we're just killing all the units. 5 front armor for the win. Get that cap. Now we're at a plus tick. Everything up here is just as annoying as possible. This guy's moving up. I'm going to slowly walk him all the way up. I want to see if I can get to his back line. If I can, I know I can drive a CV straight into the back zone there. This is good. This is completely locked down. We didn't lose. We lost 2 engineer squads to kill all of that. 2 Tunguskas. You know, super chill. Just move up the recon, move up the fire sport, move up the infantry. Make sure you're not making decisions or not making moves with your units that aren't protected or, you know, meaningful. Don't just move something somewhere because why not? Make sure there's a reason for it. If you're putting a unit in a position, you know, make sure that that unit's going to achieve something, whether it's infantry spotting for your fire support, or recon moving up to keep things safe, or infantry putting in position to keep your tanks, you know, from getting ambushed. Whatever it is, make sure everything you do has a reason. Haven't even bought... okay, I bought another ACAV at this point. I should have had more tanks, but again, he didn't buy any tanks, right? So like, what am I... he hasn't bought a single T-64 yet, so I don't need to buy tanks. I see this Tunguska, and eventually I go over here and pop it over to kill with an LRS. Healing all this, just keeping this safe. At this point, I've got such a lead. I know this is still my zone. He just snuck a CV, and I'm not really concerned. This LRS is going on a mission to find this Tunguska. Cap the middle, +2, about to go to +4. When this dies, bonk. We get a crit. GG. Now we've got Bradley's he's got to deal with to get in here. The LRS is going to completely murder him. This zone, he's at a -4. Bradley's moving up. Like, there's just no way he gets back in this game. Because now he's got to buy units to push, and I can just print tanks. I can just print tanks the rest of the game. I've got this whole tree line controlled. I just play around this tree line and never let him in. This ridge line is completely mine. There's no way. You see the GG in a second. Boop. Nice. So, you know, if your opponent does something unexpected, just don't feed into it. Understand that if they go super heavily in one place, there has to be an opening somewhere else on the map. Slowly take your time. Don't feel rushed. Deal with it intelligently. Take your time. Trade out. If they overextended, you know that they're not going to be able to reinforce. You either cut them off or you grind them down. Whatever you're going to do, just don't feed in the beginning. That's it. Simple as. Awesome. Catch you guys later. Have a good night. Peace.